Hey, this is Relyks, and this is going to be the second video in this series that I'm doing about basically improving ourselves as players. This video is going to be about the importance of attitude and mentality and its correlation to your success in ranked. So let's take a look at the typical mentality or attitude of a player in ranked. They think that they are the hottest shit since sliced bread, God's gift to their role. They think they're the next Void Boy at top or the next Meteos in the jungle. Never mind that they are 0-5 with no assists, haven't ganked once, have died to Wraiths 2 times, and have been outsmited to Dragon 3. They're still the best, and no matter what you try to say, whether it's constructive criticism or whatever, they will just disregard it. Why are you 0-7 at 9 minutes in at top? Oh, I got counterpicked, this faggot noob isn't even good. Well, in reality, their score is what it is for many different reasons. Maybe because they gave up first blood and then they continued trying to trade even though they were at a disadvantage. Maybe they were too extended in their lane and there was no wards and they got their ass ganked. There's always an observable reason to why something happened, but don't worry, they have an excuse. Oh, I got counterpicked. Their jungler is camping me. I sneezed and closed my eyes and then I died. So, instead of making excuses about this faggot noob who's only beating you because the sun was in your eyes, maybe look at what he's doing right and at what you're doing wrong. Now, sometimes you might just be having a bad game, but if not, use it as an experience to learn. Learn from everything and everyone you can. Maybe he's outpoking you before trades. Maybe he's engaging when your defensive skill is on cooldown. Maybe since his poke has a fixed range, he's positioning himself so when you go to CS, he can hit you. Whatever it is, you need to learn. The players that make all these excuses and whatnot, they're typically the people that think they're stuck in ELO hell in Bronze 4 with 500 ranked games. Sorry, but you're not going to the LCS, or at least not anytime soon. So, this superiority complex and infallible attitude can be summed up in one question. How can you hope to improve if you constantly think you're never doing anything wrong? Nobody is perfect, everybody makes mistakes, even the pro players that you idolize. There are plenty of pro fail montages you can look up. But seriously though, how do you think they got where they are? Do you think the moment they started playing this game they were LCS level players? No, they played and made mistakes, and then they learned from those mistakes. Now sure, some people have better innate ability than others, but not the point. Another thing is that a lot of players play the blame game. No matter what you think, when that defeat screen pops up, there is probably something you could have done better during the match. Now sure, your teammates making mistakes might have contributed to your loss, but what is the point of blaming them? Does it make you feel better about your performance? Does it help you sleep at night? The less time you spend blaming others, the more time you have to look at what you could have done better. Now sure, there might be games where you played perfectly and still lost. Oh well, you can't win them all. Now understand, confidence and a little arrogance is good. Going into your lane thinking, I'm gonna dominate my lane. This game is mine. I don't care if I'm against Dyrus or Reaper, I'm gonna shit on them. I'll do well. But if you end up losing your match, going 0-5, don't blame your team or make excuses. So let's stop making excuses and blaming others for our losses, and instead let's look at what we could be doing better. This is the only way to improve. And everyone likes winning, but in a way, losing is actually more beneficial to your improvement as a player because you can take a clear look at what went wrong. Talking about losing, let's say you're in a game and your bot lane is feeding. Well, A, don't get on your teammates' asses because that usually doesn't end well and ends up somebody leaving or raging. They also don't play better, by the way. But instead, try to help them both verbally, such as, saying things like, it's okay guys, we got this, play a little more passive and farm and try to catch up. But you also want to help them physically. So if you're mid, maybe try to roam bot more to gank. What I'm saying is try to use that situation as an opportunity to get better. Analyze the situation so you can figure out what you can do to win. It'll give you experience in playing and trying to come back from behind. Oh, and by the way, 90% of the games are winnable, even when your team is behind. I rarely surrender at 20 in ranked, and I've seen many comebacks in my day. So many people throw and don't utilize leads and momentum. Many games are winnable because of this, but remember that also works the other way around. But that's for another video. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that it was helpful or at least entertaining. I tried to make it more organized and concise and to the point than my last video, which is lots of endless rambling. Feel free to stop by my stream. I'll put it in the description. If I'm not online, you can always follow me if you want, and you'll find out when I'm going online. Got into Gold 1 the other day, and I'm continuing the climb. I really have some set goals, so I want to achieve before the end of this season. I think that I'm mentally there. I may just need to improve myself a little more as a player. So come on by, we can improve, together. And I wish all you all luck in improving. And I said improving like 4 times in the past 10 seconds. But yeah, I'll see you all in Challenger. A good team fight. Got to get out of here. All right. Cut the video.